Alright, for context purposes, that is Her Royal Majesty Obi Dr. Mata Dunku, the Omu of Okpanam, Omu of Anioma, and the Nneoha, celebrating 20 years on the throne. Now, the reason why I brought out this video is to show you the uniqueness of the Igbo culture. Anywhere you go, wherever you are, once you see the Igbo culture, you know that this is the Igbo culture. A lot of persons, ever since the creation of Anioma state came up, a lot of persons have been trying to create a kind of diversion that Anioma people are not Igbo people. But what they are showing you here is that they are pure Igbo people. You can see their culture. Most of them say that the Anioma are from Benin. Now, does this look like the Benin culture? Does it look like the Benin culture? This is a pure Igbo culture. And one thing I like about this whole thing, ever since this Anioma state came up, is that these people have not, they are not shying away from it. They are openly saying they are Igbos. And a lot of persons are saying that why are they not claiming, coming out to be saying that they are Igbos? They have been shouting it from beginning that they are Igbos. Every one of them have been identifying themselves as Igbos. You've seen someone like Ifeanyi Okowa, even during election time, he said openly that I'm Igbo. You saw someone like the Ndudu Elumelu on the floor of the House of Rep. He said I'm Igbo. These are all Anioma people. These are the people that made up the Delta North. They all claim their ancestry to the Igbo tribe. You won't blame these people. You have to blame the Nigerian state. The Nigerian state was what created them, carved them out of the Igbo land. That region that you have South. This was what we call the Eastern region before. But they politically partitioned this state just because they wanted to weaken the Igbo race. After they declared the state of Biafra, they thought partitioning the Igbo race will kill the agitation for Biafra. But there was a reason why these people were agitating for Biafra. Everything they agitated in 1967 is what they are still agitating today. Nigeria has not been fair to our people. Nigeria has not been fair to the Igbo race. They have not been fair to them. Even after fighting war, killing millions of people just to force them to be one. You can't force people to be one. You can't force people in a union that they don't want. If they must be in that union, then you must satisfy their craving. You must satisfy their aspiration. You must satisfy their dream. If people feel that their dream is not being actualized where they are, it is nature. It is natural for them to seek a new form of aspiration. They can decide to go in their separate ways. We must not fight. Despite all the atrocity that was committed against the Igbos people have remained united. Even though many of the communities in Igbo land has been taken away and given to other states. But wherever they are, they keep admitting that they are Igbos. Though we know that some persons are saying that they are not Igbos because their identity have been lost because of the propaganda that was sold to them by the federal government. But we must all understand that these are Anioma people. They want to belong to the southeast. They've been saying it, they've been hammering it, and you must understand that the agitation for the creation of Anioma state did not start today. It didn't start with Ned Nwoko. It started as far back as the time of Denis Osadebe. Even Nnamdi Azikiwe was also clamoring for the state of Anioma state. So these people, they've been clamoring for this thing for a long time, and I think it's high time we supported them because they are yearning for it. They want it. I am reading that there are bills on the floor of the House of Assembly and the Senate for the creation of other states in the southeast, like the Adada state and the Etiti state. Now, this state, we also have the Olu state. This state will be created from the existing southeast state. I don't think it is wise, and I don't understand why these senators and House of Rep members will go on the National Assembly to create this diversion. No, and I'm so much happy that some persons really attacked them when they brought up that story. What we want is the creation of Anioma state, because Anioma state will be created from the south state. That is what we want, because the south belongs originally to the Igbos. So if the Nigerian government have partitioned that out from the Igbos, then we need to carve out the people that originally belongs to the Igbos and give them back to the Igbos. That is what we want. So the people that are agitating for the Olu state, the Etiti state, the Adada state, I don't think we need that distraction. All hands must be on deck. All effort, all resources must be put together to ensure we actualize Anioma state. Anioma state is the best viable option we have to have a 6 eastern state in Nigeria, and everybody must be on deck on that. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.
Your region is like the Igbo-speaking region of Delta State when you consider Urhobo, Shekiri, and others, and the Jos. Yours is the Igbo-speaking area. So, in getting this, in agitating for this state, why are you agitating for this state on one hand? 2, is this state going to be part of the South or Southeast?
For the question, first and foremost, the agitation for Anioma state creation didn't start in this decade. It didn't start in the last decade either. It started in the 1950s and was led by, God bless his soul, the Ojiba of Ahaba, Chief Denis Osadebe. So it's not a quest that started today. And the request for the state is very popular in our north and south, Oshimiri north and south, Ika northeast, Ika south, Ukwani, Ndokwa east and west, and of course Oshimiri south and Oshimiri, excuse me, Oshimiri and Oshimiri. So our people are simply saying that we want a state of our own. Don't forget that we were formerly in the old western region. Through a plebiscite, which went on to a referendum, we were democratically created, we went to Bendel State. From Bendel State, there was state creation. Anioma had always been there, but for one reason or the other, which I don't want to go into, in order not to ruffle nerves, Delta State was created with Asaba as the capital. But that quest is still alive. That quest is genuine, is germane, is relevant, and Anioma State does not need federal allocation to survive. We have the bulk of gas reserves in Anioma State. When you talk about human resources, you cannot go further than Anioma. We have professionals in Nigeria and the diaspora, and we are ready to pursue our claims legitimately. So that's one leg of your question. The second leg of your question is whether it should be in the south and in the southeast. As of today, 2nd July 2024, we all know that the finances of Nigeria are not what they used to be. We would have loved for every state to have, every zone rather, there are 6 zones in Nigeria, for every zone to have 7 states each, like the Northwest. But that would be expensive, the logistics, the bureaucracy will be too expensive to run on the budget of Nigeria today. So what we are saying is, other states in other zones, apart from Northwest that has 7, the South-South has already 6 states, the Southwest the same thing, the South-South the same thing. So we're now saying that the Anioma state creation, that have been part of the Igbo state union, that have been part of the Ohanese movement, should be part of the Southeast, because that is the only state that needs to be created now.
All right.
Given our current economy is from the Southeast. That's what we're saying.
Mr. Organa, so